Hello and welcome to Market Check at Deven Choksey, your daily dose of information for what's happening in the global markets, domestic markets, and how one should approach the domestic market when they open up during the session. Let's get started from the global markets right away. The GIFT Nifty is trading with a discount of more than 25 points from Nifty futures on Tuesday close, indicating a start in the red for the Indian market. So clearly we see a downtrend in the GIFT Nifty, which is a concern for the domestic markets. Apart from that, if we have a look at the Asian markets are gaining ahead of Fed's decision. The Nikkei is trading with an up move of around 600 points and the Hong Kong markets are seeing a downtrend of around 122 points. So clearly the Asian markets have seen a gaining momentum. However, Hong Kong markets are not performing and GIFT Nifty has given a muted start. Coming on to the sentiments of the US markets, the stock futures fall slightly as Fed decision looms. These are the live updates coming in from the global markets, and if we have a look at the closing of the overnight US markets, the Dow Jones closed with an up move of around 120 points, S&P closed with an up move of around 30 points, and the technology heavy index Nasdaq closed with an up move of around 60 points. So clearly a decent close to the US markets. Let us now take a look at what's happening with the commodity market front. If we start with the energy pack, the oil has gained ahead of Fed's meeting as Middle East conflict still persists. The Brent crude is trading at $85 a barrel. However, the natural crude is also trading with green signals of about 0.5%. On the contrary, gold is testing the key $2,000 level. There are chances that the volatility in the commodity market might also persist. If we have a look at the current scenario, in the safe haven commodities, the gold and silver are trading with red signals in the global market. The other factors which one needs to watch out for in the global markets are the US 10-year bond yield, which is trading with an up move of around 4 basis points to 4.9%. The dollar index is trading somewhere at 106.6 levels. The US employment cost index and house price data has beaten the estimate. The Fed tonight is an important economic indicative action which everyone is eyeing, and there are chances and observations that Powell's comments will see keeping further hikes on the table. So that's another important event which will have an eventual impact on across the globe markets and of course an impact on the domestic markets when the market open up tomorrow. So this is how the global sentiments looks like. Let's take a look at how do we approach the domestic markets for the day. Let's take a look at how the trade setup for Wednesday, that is today, looks like. Considering the closing of yesterday, well, the market corrected sharply after a gap-up opening and snapped 2 days winning streak on 31st October. Given the unsustainability of the Nifty 50 at the crucial resistance area of around 19,250 due to selling pressure along with negative crossover on the hourly charts, further downtrend can be possible. The level of 19,000 to 18,900 needs to be watched out. But on the higher side, the decisive clearance of 19,250 to 19,300 area can open the door further for 19,500 to 19,600 levels. So clearly one needs to watch out the level of 19,250 as a resistance and also 19,000 to 18,900 levels on the higher side. With a decisive clearance of 19,250 to 19,300, the market will have some potential to cross the 19,500 level, but it seems a little difficult. The markets are volatile and the volatility might persist going further as well. The BSE Sensex dropped around 250 points to close at 63,875, while the Nifty 50 declined by 60 points at 19,080, and of course volatility was seen in both the indices. A decisive move above the hurdle of 19,300 could open the next upside target of 19,600 levels in the near term. Further weakness from here could find support around 19,000 to 1,800 and 950 levels. If we have a look at the broader markets had a mixed trend and the breadth was largely equal for yet another session. The Nifty mid-cap index and the small-cap index did see a falling trend, but of course we're trying to sustain a level. So considering all of this, what will be the key support and resistance area for Nifty and Bank Nifty? We start with Nifty. Nifty might take support at 19,056 followed by 19,014 and 18,946. While on the higher side, 19,191 can be the immediate resistance followed by 19,233 and 19,301. For Bank Nifty yesterday, the index also failed to hold the gap up opening due to selling pressure at higher levels and ended the session with around 200 points downtrend at 42,846. So clearly, bearish pattern was seen in Bank Nifty as well. The relief rally is likely to be over as the hourly momentum indicator has triggered a negative crossover from above the equilibrium line, indicating that it has started a new cycle which can lead to the slide in the Bank Nifty till 42,400 and then below 42,000 as well. So considering all of these, cautiousness has to be practiced both for Nifty and Bank Nifty. The support for Bank Nifty will be seen at 42,786, followed by 42,654 and 42,440. And on the upside, the initial resistance is at 43,214, and then we can see the resistance at 43,346 and 43,560. So these are the levels one needs to consider for Bank Nifty and Nifty as well. Let us now take a look at what are the important numbers which will be posted, the results on 1st of November. We are starting a new month and there are steel companies, pharmaceutical, FMCG, cement players, automobile space and a lot of numbers which will be coming in during the day. Hero MotoCorp, Tata Steel, Sun Pharma, Britannia, Ambuja Cement, Adani Wilmar, Cera Sanitary Ware, Fino Payment Bank, Godrej Consumer, JK Tyre, India Cement, Kansai Nerolac, KC International are amongst the few numbers results which will be posted during the day. Apart from that, there is another list of cash segment numbers also. So clearly in the Nifty, F&O and cash category, it's going to be a result heavy day. Let's take a look at the stocks and news which one needs to consider. This news which came in after the market hours and will have an impact during the session today. To start with L&T, the infrastructure major has recorded a massive 45% year-on-year growth in consolidated profit at 3,223 crore for the quarter ended September FY24, with order inflow growing 72% on a year-on-year basis at 89,153 crore. While the consolidated revenue from operations grew by 19% on a year-on-year basis to 51,024 crores. The next in the list is Bharti Airtel. The telecom operator has reported net profit at 1,341 crore for July-September period of FY24, falling 16%, to be precise 16.9% over previous quarter, with revenue from operations also declining on a quarter-on-quarter basis at 37,044 crore. The next in the list is Tata Consumer Products. The FMCG company has posted its numbers and the company registered 3% year-on-year growth in the consolidated profit at 338 crore for the quarter ended September FY24, partly supported by higher other income. Revenue from operations grew by 11% to 3,734 crore compared to the corresponding period last fiscal on a year-on-year basis and increased by 10% in constant currency. The next stock in news is Lupin, as the pharma major has received an Establishment Inspection Report (EIR) from the United States Food and Drug Administration (US FDA) for its Mandideep Unit 2 manufacturing facility. The EIR was issued post the last inspection of the facility conducted during 7th of August to 11th of August 2023. While the inspection closed with the facility receiving an inspection classification of no action indicated. Bluejet Healthcare is another stock which one needs to consider, as the pharma company will debut on the BSE and NSE on 1st of November. So a new company coming in this stock market, which is Bluejet Healthcare. The final issue price has been fixed at 346 rupees per share, while the date of allotment of IPO shares was 30th of October. And next is State Bank of India, as Surreddy Srinivasa Rao, Deputy Managing Director and Chief Risk Officer, will be superannuating from the service of the bank with effect from 31st October. Ramamohan Rao Amara has been entrusted with new responsibility as Deputy Managing Director and Chief Risk Officer and will assume charge with effect from 1st November. So these are all the stocks which one needs to consider. It's a result heavy day. One needs to consider the result specific impact on the stock market, and of course there's a lot of news flow coming in the market, which is result backed news back, which one needs to consider. Let's quickly have a look at the FIs and DIs data. The foreign institutional investors sold shares worth 696 crore, while domestic institutional investors bought shares worth 340 crores. So clearly the FIs are selling in the market while the DIs are supporting the domestic market. So this is how the market trend looks like for the day today. With this, we come to the wrap of our podcast, but one needs to understand that there's a lot of volatility crippling in the market, and one needs to be very, very cautious in all of these volatility. There are events, there are economic indicative actions, there are global events, there are domestic events, there are results which one needs to consider, and a clear-cut impact of all of these events will be seen during the market hours. Nevertheless, irrespective of the market condition, research is something which will always help you. Research is the backbone of successful portfolio creation. Wealth creation is an art that we understand. We at Deven Choksey have our exclusive research services which are powerful and successful. To avail our exclusive research services, we invite you to join us. Just click on the link below and you're done. Fill in your basic details and our team will reach out to you. So don't wait any further and embark on the wealth building adventure together. Thank you and have a nice day.